You're welcome to this introductory module where I'll be introducing you to the various tools that you need for this trade, for this business in quotes. And a whole lot of them, they are something you can get in the furniture accessories shops, and they are very close by, closer than you think. And I'll be introducing you, though you might not be using all at the same time, but there are tools that you can work at getting. So the very first one is the safety goggle. Sometimes when I'm installing, I want to nail something on the wall to hang, maybe a first aid box or stuff like that, or even the TV console, the hanging TV console. So I wear my safety goggles. You might be surprised that sometimes you're nailing something and before you know it, the nail hits your safety goggle, and you can only imagine if that actually hits you in the eyes. And the band, the edging band, they are of various colors. Like the one we'll be using for this project majorly is the white band, and this is the remaining part of the band that I'll be using for that of the TV console and also the hanging TV console. Then we also have our stand. This is a stand. There are fixtures to beautify maybe your standing TV console, your shelf, your bookshelf, or stuff like that. And sometimes you might want to do a bedside cupboard that you need a roller. So this allows your bedside console to be able to roll from one point to the other. So these are basic things. Then you have your blade. This is like your blade. So when you're done with one, you can easily break so as to reveal another new and sharp one. Then you also need your bits. These are your bits that you use for your hand screw. So these are your bits, you attach it to your screw. Then I also make use of the smooth blade. This is a smooth blade. Sometimes you want to smooth something, and this is the blade. So what I use it for is I use it to remove the edge band. It's easier for me to remove the edge band. So that's what I use it for. Then you also have your screws. These are your screws. Definitely I'm going to show you in more details, but this is just a quick intro. So these are your screws. There are various sizes of screws depending on the project you're working on. And this is also your chisel. So this is your chisel. Sometimes you need a hole to be within what you're constructing. Maybe a hole to pass out your cables for your TV consoles and co. You can achieve that with this. And sometimes, even despite the fact that you have an electric battery powered hand drill and screw, you might also need something like this so you can change the position depending on how easy you want it. Then when it comes to, you also need your adhesive. They call it glue. Your adhesive to attach your edge band to your HDF. I always advise that my students work with high density fiber boards. The reason being that you can actually remodel sometimes when there's a need, because if you use medium density boards, you are limited when it comes to some things. So I prefer HDF because you can remodel, and it also has a second hand value. Then this is the box that came with the hand drill. So it has two batteries. You easily slot in your batteries. You can charge one while you're using the other one. This is the second spare battery. Then you also have your charger within it. You have your charger. Then the Chinese, they know we are Nigerians, so this you can attach it in case you are at the site and you want to charge your phone. You can easily do that. So let me quickly do so if you want to attach your bits to you tighten it. So with this, you can actually screw in. Then sometimes you actually made an error while screwing. So you want to remove that screw. So there's a reverse button. It's the red button that is by the side. So you press it to one side, it screws. Then you press it to the other side, it removes the screw. So this makes it easy. This is quite affordable, though I don't know the present price. I got it in 2020 and I've been using it ever since. Yeah, thank you. So we'll get to the other video. So you're welcome once again. So I decided to do a closer shot because I want you to have a closer shot at all these things so that when you see it in the market, you can easily recognize them. So the edge bands, they come in various colors, and you can always play with the colors. You can, even if you're working with a white HDF, you can buy a pink edge band so as to beautify it. You can always be creative with your pictures and whatever you do. Then this is the stand. I'm also going to show you in the one I've already designed earlier. Then this is the roller, leveler roller. So it has a safety knob whereby you can, then the wheels will no longer roll. Then when you release it, then they rotate. Then when you close it, the wheel stops rotating. So it comes as a pair. What they call a pair is the 4 complete, because you need the 4 of it for whatever you're designing. So they are usually very, very affordable. I would add in the prices in some of the along the line so that you can have an idea of their prices. Then this is the chisel. It has a pointed tip here, so you're going to see it when I'm using it. Then this is the blade I talked about. Sometimes some people use it to remove the edge band. When you are installing it, you're also going to see that too, but I prefer using my blade, my smooth blade. It's easier for me to do that. Sometimes you need to write with your biro. Then this is hinges, like the one that holds your door. So sometimes I use this more when I'm designing a first aid box. Then these are the bits I told you about that you install. You install these bits to your hand drill, hand screw. So this is a particular design, and this is also another one. Then this is an eraser. I also make use of pencils to draw my markings. Then when I'm through, I'll erase it so as to have it perfect. This is also the screw I told you about. I can remove it here, slot it here, depending on how I want my positioning to be. And sometimes I also want to screw something that maybe a small screw. I make use of this. The adhesive, also known as gum. So this is what we use for gumming the edge band to the HDF itself. And this is the kit for the handgun. So you can see, it's easy to carry, and you fix in all this, you fix it in, you take it in the box and take it to whatever location you want to work in. So this is the particular brand I got. I've been using it for a little bit more than 2 years now, because I got it in 2020. Yeah, so this is about the basic introduction for the tools. Thank you.